Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us, broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister ratting with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Been stocked up, I ain't can't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up. When it's half time, she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like.
Yes, nothing quite like Buffalo in January as we welcome you inside a snowy Highmark Stadium near the shores of Lake Erie. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
We'll strap in the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Cook up the gut. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 18.
Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 9. Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Takes it to about the 37.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A shotgun snap to Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. And that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Stroud looking to throw. That one complete. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Middle. Monday. Alert. What's that?
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Third and 3. Allen now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
For the get back, this revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out. If they act out, yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hit it. That's what you know them. Can they both? I hit it. Hating on them. Can they both broke?
Top 10. Look out!
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Allen to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Allen going to run with it, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Allen is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Moore, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Under. 118. What's up? Look the hot.
Stroud to throw it. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
18. What's up?
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18.
Now Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Stroud and company going for it. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
1st down, Texans.
Red. 18.
From the gun to give to Nixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to Dell. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
18.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Sherwood going to be taken in here by Schultz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
I like this focus there, because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up two.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Stroud. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Look at hot, look at hot.
Mixon not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Look the hot, look the hot. Hey, uno.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33.
To throw, it's Allen. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Half 85, half 85. We go.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Allen going to change the look here. Now this time, Allen will throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down and they will lose the football. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. They'll let this go deep for Collins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and a yard. Stroud. This pass complete to Higgins. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What's that? 118. What's that? Y'all to the right. Y'all to the right. 19 Texans. Hey, Uno Mars.
First carry now for David Montgomery. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
18. What's that? Hey, south. Look the hot. Why Tony? Tonight.
Back to throw. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, really with I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On play action, Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Look out!
Now Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal, so instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen going to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Middle.
Check.
Look out.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, tight. Brown 80. Off 52. That's right.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. And it's caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Allen taking it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21, Texans 3. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Stroud working out of the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Tony.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Stroud out of the gun here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. That's over the middle into the hands of Noel. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Noel from 21 yards away. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
Jaime Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Five wide. Ready! Alert!
Now try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Texans will take over. This is 1st and 10.
Buggy. Oh, Eric. Level 19 Texans. Hey, Uno more. White Tony.
Now Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down.
Oh, ready. 18. What's up? 11.
And Stroud now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth.
Fourth down.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. Here's 1st down.
That's another Texans first down.
Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.